So, good afternoon to everyone. Today, we will see in the Cisco packet tracer that how the two systems that can communicate with each other are present in the different networks. So, in the previous class, we have seen that the two systems that are communicating are present in the same network and there is a dedicated connection present. There is a dedicated connection present between them, and through this, the two systems can communicate with each other. But today we will see how the systems that are present on the different networks and how they can communicate. We will see today. So first, for this reason, we have to use what? We have to use some switches. So the first switch we use, there are switch. We want that two different networks. So a switch is given and another switch is also given. These are the two switches present. Now, what is the purpose of this switch? Now there is a dedicated connection between which we have seen previously that there is a dedicated connection, and this in this dedicated connection there is no switches required. But here there will be more than two systems will be present. So if more than two systems will be present, then we have to use the switches because there should be all the packet should be sent between the systems are done by the switches. So we will use like a PC is used here and a laptop and another laptop. So here you see that the three connected, three systems are connected, or we can say if we take another also, that another PC we have taken. Okay, so in this switch it will be connected. So we make the connections. With this we are making connections. And in this also, in this switches also there is a PC and another PC, one laptop and another PC. So these four systems are connected and we will make the connections between them. So on. Now, these are the two different networks. You can see there are the two different networks. So first, previously we have seen that we have to assign the what? We have to assign the IP address. So I am taking an IP address dot two dot two. So I have to configure it inside. After going inside, I have to configure the IP. Subnet mask is automatically chosen, and we have to use an default gateway. So the default gateway always ends with 1. So this is the default gateway. Sorry, we have chosen it's a 2. That means the default gateway, it will be ended with 1. So the next IP address will also be chosen, and going inside it, we will assign the IP addresses. This is 3, and the default gateway will be the same because they are connected on the same network. And we are saying this as 4. We have to configure this IP address also. This is 4. Now all these systems IP address is given, and we configured all the systems IP address and the default gateway. And the default gateway of the network is here. I am using the class C type IP address. So class C type IP address means there will be 3 parts. The first 3 part will be the network address, and last part will be the host address. So here you see every systems that are connected, first 3 parts are same. First 3 parts are same because they are connected in same network. So if it will be connected in a same network, the network address should be same. So the first, this is in class C type IP address. So that means first 3 part will be the network address, and last part will be the host address. So basically the network part address should be same for all the systems connected in this network. So here you can see all the systems, first 3 part of are same because they are connected in the same network. And last part is the host address. So here host address is 2. For this system, the host address is 3. For this system, the host address is 4. And for this system, the host address is 5. And the default gateway through which, through this gateway we can communicate the our total network. So this default gateway will be 192.168.2, because it is also the same network in present. So default gateway, we assign the host address as 1. So the default gateway's IP address will be 192.168.2.1. We assigned it the default gateway as a 1. Okay, so same way we have to assign, this is a different network. So in this we use another class C IP address dot 3.2. Now you see this network address and this network address, and they are not same. That means they are different type IP address. So different network IP address. So same as that, we have to configure this IP addresses. 3. The subnet mask will be 255.255.255.0. It will be automatically came, and the default gateway will be 1. So we are giving 1. Same as that, we have to this IP address also. We have to assign this system's IP address also. So now all the IP addresses of the systems are given and they are connected. Okay, so now we will see that first we will see that without router, we cannot able to communicate with two different systems. You can see that if I want to communicate, if we want to communicate with this system, so I am ping using the ping command. Through using the ping command, it means that the host is reachable or not, that the host is reachable or not. So 192, we are want to communicate with this PC. So 192.168.3.3. See, the packet will be not gone. The packet will be lost. See that the request timed out. It is showing the request timed out. So here you can see that all the packets that is sent from 192.168.2.2 from this PC to this IP address PC 192.168.3.3. So all the packets are sent is lost because we for different network, for communication of the different network, we have to use the router. Through using the router, the two different networks can communicate. So for communicating two different networks or more than two different networks, then we have to what? More than one network, then we have to, if this will be the different networks, in that case, you have to use the what? You have to use the router. So here we have seen that without using router, we cannot able to communicate. So we will use what? We will use the router. Here you can see, now we will use the router. From the left side of the corner, there will be an option present, router, and we will choose this router first. And we will make the communication of these two switches with the router. You see the communication we created with this. The two switches communication is created with the router. So now we have to configure the router. We have to make the configuration in the routing, or the router, inside the router, you have to make the configuration. Otherwise, if you do not make the configuration, then it cannot be done. These two networks configuration should be done inside the router. So going inside the router, there will be the four attributes will be present. From there, you choose the CLI option. So when you choose the CLI option, it will show us that, would you like to enter the initial configuration dialog? No, we didn't want to enter the initial configuration dialog. So we will press N. Now it will be show, press return to get started. So we enter the enter option, and after that we will start our configuration. For configuring, we first have to use EN. EN means now the mode, the mode configuring mode is enabled. Here we will use CONF configure T. So enter the configuration command. We enter the configuration mode, and one by one we will configure here. One by one we will configure here. Now we have to see what interface is used here, because first we have to add the interface. first we have to add the interface. So first we will see what interface is used here. So how we can know that what type of interface is used? Here, when you click here, then you can see that the interface is used as a gigabit Ethernet 0 by 0 by 0. This means this is the interface. This is the used interface here. So we will go here and add the interface. So INT interface. What interface is used here? We see G0 by 0 by 0. So this interface is added. Now the IP address should be added. Now the IP address is what? The default gateway IP address is for this network. IP address for this network. What is the default gateway's IP address? 192.168. During configuration, I have shown that what is the default gateway's IP address. I have used the default gateway's IP address, which I have used is 192.168.2.1, and this is the default gateway's IP address, and there will be 255.255. Then if you can go to inside this, then you can see during the configuration what we have configured. Here you can see the default gateway's IP address is what? 192.168.2.1. This is the default gateway's IP address which we have used. So what we have here, we have used that 192.168.2.1, and the subnet mask is what? The subnet mask is 255. The subnet mask which we have used is 255.255.255.0. So here our configuration is done. So our configuration is done. So after that, what we have used? We have to use no shutdown. Now, why no SH? This command is used. This command is known as the no shutdown, because Cisco packet tracer, inside the Cisco packet tracer, wherever the packet is used are of the shutdown type. So we have to use no shutdown command. So after using the no shutdown command, what we have to do? We have to end it. What we have to do? We have to end it. So now the configuration of this network, the configuration of this network is done. The configuration of this network is done. So we have to what? We have to always we have to again configure this network also, because only this network configuration is done in the router. But this is also a network present. So this network configuration is also have to done in the router. So how we can do that? Inside router, we will again enable, press enable, then go to the configuration mode. And here, what do I have to do? I have to again add the interface first. Now, how we will know that what interface is used here? We will do so if we take this, making the connections. Now, you can see the interface used is gigabit Ethernet 0 by 0 by 1. So that means which our Ethernet we have to interface we have to use at INT G0 by 0 by 1. Then what we have to add? We have to configure this network. So IP add. What is the default gateway of this network? The default gateway of this network is 192.168.3.1. Then we have to use the subnet mask that is used 255.255.0. So after that, what we have to do, we have to use no shutdown. We have to use no shutdown command, and this is no shutdown is used that the Cisco packet tracer used are the packets are used of the shutdown type. So we put the end. Now our configuration, we can check that the configuration is correctly done. How we can check that our configuration is correctly done? We have to first save this configuration. For saving the configuration, we have to write WR command. So through WR command, the configuration is saved now. So the configuration which we have done are saved now. Then to show that what configuration is done, we will use the command sh ip int br, means show IP interface brief. Show IP interface brief. This command sh ip int br means show IP interface brief. So if we enter this, now you can see that the interface, you can see the interface gigabit Ethernet 0x0 and IP address 192.168.2.1 is okay. So this is already configured inside the router, and another gigabyte Ethernet 0x0x0 1 0x0x1. This is also, this interface is also added, and the IP address that is used 192.168.3.1. That means this network. So both this network configuration is done inside the router. So both the configuration is done inside the router. That means now we can communicate, we can able to communicate between these two. Means if a system that is present on this network, it can communicate with any system of this network. So now, because inside the router, we have done what? The configuration is already done, and what the default gateway's IP address we have configured there, and the interface which should be used is also added in the router. So now through router, we can communicate between two different networks. Now you will see, that how it can communicate. So if we communication using this PC, that we use ping command, and pinging what on that network PC. So 192.168.3.5 means now this PC, that if we see that 192.168.2.3, this PC is communicating with this PC, means if this PC sends some packet, it will be received by this 192.168.3.5, this IP address PC. So they are in the two different networks. But first, when we have seen that the communication without router, it is not possible. Now using the router, and after configuring it into the router, we will see that the communication will be done. So here, at first time, we already know first the connection should be established. So here, first time, you can see the request timed out, means first time the connection is established. After connection establishment, the packet is transferred. So again, next time, if we see that this time, you can see all the packets are showing, all the packets are received by the receiver. But first time, when you have used, that time what? first reply, that is the request timed out. It is because that first time the connection should be established. After connection establishment, the packet should be sent. So here the first time we get the request timed out message, because that time it is created, the connection is created. After that, you can see the what we are packets are sending in the two different networks. Clear? So it is clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. So I have shown it using the what? Using the two different networks. Here you can say you can use also the three different networks or the four different networks. Then inside the four different networks, what you have to use? You have to configure all of this in the fourth time. So four default gateway IP address should be configured in the router, and then what? The network will be done. So again, we will see if we configure the four networks. So if we use four networks, then how it can work, you can see. And so in this case, we first so this is we are using another network. This is also a network. So now we'll connect four networks, four different networks.